I'm getting so tired, y'all. I might have to sit down for a second. I've been struggling to actually get my foot fixed for like several years, which is honestly like sad. So it's actually beginning to burn. And I'm still going to, continue to this march because healthcare is a human right. Did you start it? So Matt is going around with our sign-up sheet. For those who want to put down their contact information, we will call you. We can add you to our, we have a bi-weekly e-news that comes out through email. So we report on what's going on across the state with our healthcare rights committees and Put People First, as well as the greater movement of the Poor People's Campaign. Movements like the National Union of the Homeless, things like that. There's a lot of things coming up this season that we're working on organizing collectively and connectively across the country. And like I was plugging earlier, next month is our Medicaid marches. Other states are going to be doing them too this year, so not just Put People First PA, so that's awesome. You heard Matt share a lot, right? We've been tackling City Council for over a year and a half. Do you know that some of the things that we demanded are as simple as can be? Like November, December, when you had a group of people fighting against the public art deal that happened at 101 NQ. Don't even get me started on that. I think someone will be speaking on that at some point. And we were at that meeting, and that was our Fight Poverty Not the Poor action. We spoke out on the art project. We said what it should be, what needs to go there, because they're moving our library. See our library right there across the street? They're moving that to where the development of 101 NQ is.
Then they'll turn it into condos.
Right next to the luxury condos is where our new public library is going to be. Now, a lot of the unhoused go over there, right, and hang out for the day to get cool, to get out of the sun, to get online if they need to, things that they got to do. And, it's sort of welcoming, but then it's sort of not. Now, can you imagine what it's going to be when they build a whole brand new one and have it at 101 NQ, where the luxury condos are, where the shops are? I forget, somebody told me they're $100 t-shirts. I'm like, what? And it's like, if we're not going to be welcome there, we're going to look at people like us and we've already had people look at us that way.
Exactly. Like they got it as well as out the building.
Yeah,
Right.
They don't like us very much. And when we were down at Vince Park sometime last year, we had partnered with Lancaster Food Not Bombs. That's a global movement connected to the National Union of the Homeless. And we shared food with the homeless down there at Vince Park on Saturdays. And we had nerves, some rich white guys walked up the street, came over to us, read one of our signs, actually it's the one Antonio's holding, Systemic Poverty is Immoral. He looked at that sign and said, he asked what that was. And I remember Marty was there, and she said that poverty is systemic, which means they basically make policies that create poverty. It is systemic, it's wrapped up within our system. And he had the nerve to look at her, rich white man, to a pretty black woman and say, I feel like I'm being discriminated against because I'm rich. Are you kidding me? He had the nerve to sit there and say that to a bunch of poor people who are feeding the homeless. Are you kidding me? And so we spoke out at that fall winter area, and we said we wanted you to host a public meeting with us to talk about poverty and all the interlocking injustices. Y'all say you want change? Then work with us and let's get going with it, right? They want to sit there, and they were down there, some of them marching with those who were marching for Black Lives, right? So where are they now? They're about to push through that rezoning for St. Joseph Hospital. Even though it's going to hurt us, you don't see them standing out here with us when we're calling this stuff out. Because to them, when it goes with like racism, the way they view that as a silo issue. That they can say, we'll just have different teachers in school. We'll have, de-escalating training, whatever, for the police, blah, 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 through crumbs so that people would go away, right? can't fight racism like that. It's embedded within the capitalist system. So if we're going to squash racism, we need to unite the foreign dispossessed across all lines of division. And we need to squash the system that benefits from racism, that utilizes white supremacy for its gain. And so what City Council can do in that regards is join us in our big fight against UPMC. We're taking them on in Lancaster. Pittsburgh is taking them on. Altoona is taking them on. York's about to take them on.
Right.
All we need y'all to do is say no to the rezoning and have our backs. We'll take care of UPMC. All you got to do is say no to the rezoning. Simple no. One word. I vote no. That's it. Your job is easy. All jobs is hard. So we're gonna continue on to the final two stops, which are right next to each other. So we're gonna